Hello, hello, Blake Hart. Here today talking about the BUTCH VIG Play Series instrument, which is new, just came out the other week. I've been playing around with it and it is really cool. If you're not familiar with BUTCH VIG, he was the drummer in the band Garbage and the producer behind many of our amazing albums from, early 2000 period, and beyond and before, which is some Nirvana stuff, Smashing Pumpkins, like awesome stuff. I'll link to his Wikipedia page below because pretty cool guy to read about, and just shows you like the brains behind this particular Play Series instrument, which is so fun. The link to this is below. Thank you if you use that link. It is an affiliate link, so I appreciate you helping to support the channel. And I found out the other day about this particular Play Series instrument is some of the other brains behind it is this dude called Ryan, who owned the Loop Loft. I don't know if y'all remember, but the Loop Loft, this guy is a drummer, had like amazing acoustic drum loops, and then the Loop Loft became a part of sounds.com, so Native Instruments platform, about 2 years ago, I guess. But I use Loop Loft loops. They're awesome. And I found out that the owner of that company now works for Native Instruments, and he was the brains behind this, working along with Butch. And it's just cool. Like, link to some other videos below to check out more information about the making of this instrument. And also, yeah, just like the process, like seeing like some of the pedals and different boxes that Butch used to get the sounds he got for this particular instrument. Really cool stuff. But let's dive into it. Let's get behind the computer. I want to show you just a little bit of the song that I made, but then just some of the things I think are cool about this instrument. It's not necessarily a tutorial like how to use every feature of this. Links below to some videos that do that rather greatly, including Jeff Gibbons. He did a video that was really good. I just want to talk about it. Just have fun talking about this BUTCH VIG instrument here. All right, so here we are on Machine. Let's take a listen to the project. Here I've used the BUTCH VIG play instrument. And the cool thing about this is everything in here is actually from a Machine expansion. So any of those loops, everything you hear here is from Machine. So this guitar, the only thing bass, Lo-Fi Glow, pads, Lo-Fi Glow, bells from Lo-Fi Glow, everything, loving the Lo-Fi Glow. Yeah, so really cool stuff here, and everything is Native Instruments. Just shows you the quality of the sounds that you get. But let's take a look at the BUTCH VIG drums, and I really want you guys to see the interface. And one of the main things I'm gonna tell you, so we're gonna listen to the different kits, but the tip I'm gonna tell you here is you have to understand, if you have a Machine MK3 or you have a micro, that there are different octaves. And on this particular instrument, you're going to utilize several octaves. So you have one, and I have my keyboard down here, which is the individual hits. So you're going to have to play around with your octaves on your machine to make sure you get there. And then you have the other, which is the patterns. So I'm holding down one key, and I'm getting this whole pattern. All right, so just want you to understand that that's how you get to the different sounds. I know as a beginner, that's something that often throws us off, like on the machine, is the different octaves and finding things. This comes up a lot of times with the output, different output software plugins that you use. So just like take note of that. So here, again, we can go in pattern mode, play with the patterns. You can do individual hits and play around with that, come up with something on your own. There's a bunch of different kits here. You can load, you know, if you don't like this clap, you just double click on it. There's other claps to add. You can change out any of these instruments as you want. This is the pattern page. So when you hold this down, if I click my mouse here, it's a chorus, it's telling me, verse, a little more chill, and then intro. So I have all these patterns to play with for each one of these particular kits. So that's so super cool. All right, so I don't want to ruin my what I've got going on here. So I opened another group, and let's drag. You can go through here. So you're going to find this in your instruments, and there's, you know, BUTCH VIG drums right here. And when you click on that, you can go through and you can listen to the kits here. So before you load it up, figure out what one you're into. You see the BPMs up there. And this hits all genres. So you're going to find that this really supports any genre that you're doing. I'm going to load up this, the Beast. So let's load this up and let's show you how to drag a pattern. So let's just take this verse. And maybe I want to, there's two reasons I may want to do this, right? Number one, I may want to do this because I like the pattern and I want to replace these drums with maybe some drums that are in one of my machine expansions or my favorite drums I like to use. So that's one. Or two, I could be like, well, I really like this pattern. I really like these drums, but I want to be able to, you know, export these stems individually as individual drums. I don't want them to all to be together. Or I want to, you know, affect them differently. I want to put, you know, different effects on the snare than I do on the kick. And I, you know, personally want to do that. So these are some reasons why you may find yourself doing this, but so easy. So if I like the verse, I can hold this and drag, take a mouse, hold down on it. And if I drag it over here, you're going to see it just gets laid out right here. Now the problem is it's all laid out now. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. It's all laid out in one instrument, right? So I don't want that. I want this to be separate. So what I can do is I can take this and just take this and copy it and paste it. I mean, I can copy the whole instrument, really. This is what you should do. Copy here and paste here. Okay, and if you do this, how many sounds do we have? 1, 2, 3. Do we have just 3? Maybe 4, because there's something on the end there. So you can do this 4 times. So basically, I have the same thing 4 times. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start peeling off the layers of drums, right? So I'm going to mute these so they don't mess me up. And I'm going to say, okay, I'm just going to start with this top thing here. And I make sure I just have this. So I know that's a crash. And I think there might be 4 things going on here. So now I'm going to just take this one. And I had something going on at the end here. What are those last 2 things here I have? Yeah, can get there a little bit more easily. So that's like a snare roll. I don't know. We'll call it a snare roll. So now I go down to this one. And I'm going to say, what was the next line that I had there? If I take everything else out here. Actually, that was the 3rd line. So that's just my regular snare. And I'm actually going to copy this and paste this here because there's more stuff going on than I originally thought. So we take these out and just keep peeling, right? So now we've got this one. So that's a kick. And then what's going on this one? It's probably a second kick. Oh no, hi-hat. So closed hi-hat. So now I have everything separated here. So if I go back here, I see everything laid out. I mean, you can go through, you can change the drum sounds here if you want to. But this is just a really easy way to get this pattern into Machine and start playing around with it, split it up, do different things with it. So I wanted y'all to know how easy that was to do. And in here, I mean, you may find that you have no need to ever take it out of the box per se, in the sense that there's so many different effects in here, and you can use these macros. They have this cool macro thing. You can have different effects assigned to one particular sound. Crazy stuff can be done with these effects to allow you to take all of these drum hits and really make them your own, giving you that opportunity to customize them to your liking and make it something that doesn't sound like what everybody else has. But this thing is really cool. I really like the layout. I think it's fun to play with. There's other stuff in here, latch retrigger. You can choke different groups, change your speed up, take off the quantize if you want to. But just a lot of fun stuff going on. I should note that there's a pitch here, so you can repitch just a particular hit. You can repitch a whole pattern, so that's completely up to you when you want to get that in tune with the rest of your project. And yeah, just a lot of cool stuff going on. Definitely fun to play with. I had fun using this to come up with my song. Like I said, check out some of the other video links below, because there's other information out here about how to use this and all the other crazy things that you can do with it. Right now, link below. It's $49 on the Native Instruments website. This will be a part of Complete 13. I don't know if you have to get a certain level to be able to get this, but that's something to keep in mind if you're going to be purchasing Complete 13, or you're going to be updating, upgrading once that comes out and drops on October 1st. Definitely keep your eye on this. Links below also to Complete 13 if you want to go take a look at that and see what's included with it. Again, October 1st is the big day. Guitar Rig 6 is coming out, will be in there, and some other cool stuff. So definitely I'll be keeping my eye on it. I'll be making some videos. So hit that subscribe button below, the bell if you want to get notifications so that you can come back here, check out some of those videos. And yeah, just a really exciting time. I feel like I keep saying that it's been these past few years have been really exciting for music production, all kinds of new stuff coming out, and it just keeps getting better. When you think like, how could it get better? It just does, which is dangerous for the wallet. Like, I get it, very dangerous for the wallet, but just very exciting in terms of what kind of instruments are out there these days, and everybody making music. And yeah, what a time to be making music. Really cool stuff. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.